that my choices are between food or travel.
Yoel Weishaus says the Port Authority's toll hikes are economic discrimination, meaning poverty-level travelers are no longer able to move about freely.
Many times I cannot go visit my family because I don't have enough money, and if I do go over the bridge, I get penalized for that. And the reason for it was because before, when it was $4 or $6, I still was able to manage it, but now that has gone up to double, I'm incapable of managing it anymore.
So he's filing suit, drafting the document, and representing himself.
I want the court to declare that any further current increases of tolls should have to be approved by the legislators of both states before they are enacted. We want a public accounting. When there will be increases of toll, legislators should see it. They should see why. They should be able to ask the questions. The public should be able to participate.
He also says that New Jersey residents should not be singled out to pay for unrelated projects, referring to how toll hikes are helping to fund World Trade Center site construction.
I believe that if any tolls would be raised, it should be gone only for the maintenance of the current bridges and tunnels and the development of new ones, because we need more bridges and tunnels eventually. So I believe that should be where the money should be going for, not to put for real estate developments which have nothing to do with traveling.
Now, the Port Authority is using some of the extra income from toll hikes to help pay for the over-budget construction down at the World Trade Center site. Now, he says he believes that if the Port Authority is not stopped by the courts, that they will continue to raise their toll rates on travelers. His suit is pending approval by the courts to go forward. Reporting from New Milford, Christy Duffy, FiOS 1 News.
A man in Bergen County is pretty upset about the Port Authority toll increases at the Hudson River crossings. So he filed a federal lawsuit. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Della Cruz. News 12 New Jersey's Mia Toski reports most people agree that he won't win in court, but they're cheering for him anyway.
The toll hike increase is taking too much of a toll on this man, Yoel Weishaus. Now the New Milford man is fighting back with a 21-page lawsuit against the Port Authority.
Tolls by law has to be reasonable.
But the new tolls that went into effect Sunday are not reasonable and discriminate against the poor, he says, and many agree.
Tolls are killing us. So, I mean, this really hurts when they raise the tolls like they did now.
Yoel maintains his lawsuit is all about dollars and cents. If you make minimum wage, you have to work an hour plus just to get over that bridge. Weishaus also states that the Port Authority is using cash collected at toll booths to complete the World Trade Center instead of improving the bridges and tunnels. His lawsuit asks legislators to step in.
Before tolls are enacted by the Port Authority, it should be approved by legislators of both states.
Okay.
Because of
That's
their
the number
abuse.
one thing that you want to...
My number one goal that I'm trying to achieve.
As far as critics who say he should get a job, Weishaus says he's in school to build a new career. But critics are hard to find. In fact, he now has a lot of folks cheering on the Bergen County man.
I think it's wonderful, and I think we should all stand behind him.
Good for him. You know, I think that's a good idea.
I think he's doing the right thing.
Weishaus says he will represent himself and asks that only his court costs get covered. Are you willing to take this all the way to court?
To Supreme Court, yes. All the way. I'm ready to go.
In New Milford, Mia Toski, News 12, New Jersey.
News 12 New Jersey reached out to the Port Authority for comment. A spokesman said they cannot comment on pending litigation.